Does this generation know? Who has never followed a match that has been commented, a football match commented on the radio alone without pictures? Who does not know what we are talking about? Following a football match over the radio without images. The means of communication have changed, and by all means we should reach people through the means that are most appropriate to them. When you see the entire gospel in a paradigm with regards to all the needs, by all means, to the whole world, by all means. How many careers can be? Did you study probability and combinations in maths? We have a matrix with 5 areas are possible. Billions of combinations, that is billions of careers, because there are so many combinations. There is work for each child of God, and a simplistic idea of the missionary career has been reduced to a geographical location. That is just making the mission of God to ridicule, or rather ridiculous. It is making the mission of God extremely ridiculous. The Rome Club, the Club of Rome, in 1975, they established a reconfiguration of the world in 100 years, following only these resources and technology and so on, and food sufficiency. And Germany decided during that conference to reduce its population to 25 years, to reduce its population within the next 25 years to better dominate. And they took decisions at the level of the state to encourage the immigration of African women so that their males can have children, because German women, to have a more comfortable life, they do not want to destroy their bodies by having more children. So Germany they encourage a certain immigration policy for women, because they do not want to give work to their women to deliver. They have planned over 100 years, and they are pursuing these juxtaposition of vectors. The more the population increases, the more there will be inflation, the more there will be food insufficiency, the more money will reduce. So, and they took decisions with regards to their nation calculations They knew that in 25 years, Nigeria would be the third largest nation of the world in terms of population after India and China, because the rate of birth in Nigeria is 3.6, and at that pace Nigeria was going to surpass the US in 10 years. So they calculated, they planned the future of their nation following variable vectors: population, the availability of arable land to determine the quantity of food, technology to determine the means that can enable what we need, that can provide what we need, right? Be a long-lasting, the basis for a long-lasting source of long-term source of wealth. And they planned. So there is a report of the Club of Rome. They plan. We as a community who must conquer the world, who must produce missionaries, who must optimize the, the capacities of each one of our members to be the most useful that they can be. And generalities to say that to be a missionary means that being a missionary means to live in a bed, or to go to the, he does not pray, he does not have, once he enter the plane he becomes another man, that it is the plane that is the Holy Spirit that would just transform him. We have such funny ideas that are not founded on the mission of God, but founded rather on emotion, on on futile emotions. And people do not ask themselves the question that once I'll leave from the plane, once I'll come down from the plane, what am I going to do? What will I actually begin doing? Do I know how to do it or how to go about it? Have I ever done it? We just have ideas based on ignorance. So when you come tomorrow, pray that while we will be studying, we will not go in depth, as all what I've been saying during this course is to open the domains, because if we have to study the state of our world from a geographical point of view, that constitutes the nations of this world, that is a broad anthropological study. If we have to study the means that we have in our generation with regards to this modern world, where most youths who are less than 15 years old are more present, or a youth in front of you who is working with his, let three people come and pray that the Lord will open our minds as a community to understand the scope, the extent, the spectrum, the 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 scope, the spectrum of the mission of God entrusted to us, so that we will prepare better and use, and we are not going to chase some or sponsor the fanaticism of some. Pray That the Lord will open our spirit as a community to understand the scope, the spectrum of God's mission to us, so that we will better prepare, better use, better orient, better lead, better empower, and that we will not put others aside nor sponsor the fanatism of people who do not know.
Qui a médité sur ces choses et qui nous y entraîne, Seigneur. Nous confessons que quand nous